Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristin, and if you've been around here before, then you know I usually make videos about paying off debt, saving money, improving your finances. I want to switch it up a little bit. I actually want to talk to you about my keto journey. Don't be alarmed, this is not going to turn into a keto channel. I know I've had so many people reach out to me asking me about keto, asking me some different questions, asking me my likes and dislikes. It's just so much easier to sit down and make a quick video. So let's get into the video. What I wanted to talk to you about was pretty much my experience with keto or the ketogenic diet. Now, it's not really a diet. You know, you always hear people say it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, but keto definitely is aimed to be more of a lifestyle than a diet. From what I've read, it's not a diet that you want to continue to hop off and on, over and over again. That being said, I started keto in February or March. I was overweight, I wanted to lose some weight, and I just wanted to try something different because I just didn't feel good. I felt very, very run down for at least a year and a half. I had very little energy. I felt like I was getting sick more often. I was lethargic. I was also out of shape, and I still am out of shape, so there's that. I really just, I heard all about this and I heard how much energy you have, and I'm always craving that energy. I decided to give it a shot. My problem is always with sugar. I have a huge, huge sugar addiction, and I really struggle to find balance. I really struggle to just have a small treat instead of indulging, and I know sugar is my downfall. I read a really interesting book a long time ago. It was by Jackie Warner. She used to have a show on Bravo, I believe. And the book was called Fat Doesn't Make You Fat, Sugar Makes You Fat. I think that's what it's called. I will see if I can find that on Amazon and link it down below. That was the first book that kind of turned me on to paying attention to nutrition and really starting to pay attention to the way I ate and the way different foods affect you. It was very interesting. It also has a really great easy workout if you're looking to ease into. Anyway, that book taught me that eating fat doesn't make you fat. So it could raise your cholesterol, it might not be good for you, but really the extreme amount of sugar and carbohydrates that we're stuffing in our faces is really what makes us gain weight. So I always kind of had that in the back of my head, and then I had been hearing about keto, and I thought, this really sounds like it would be right up my alley, because I also really enjoy a lot of fattening foods, and you're not supposed to have that when you're on a low-calorie diet. I decided the only way I could get through not having sugar would be to eat a lot of fats. Sounds good, right? I tried keto. I had a horrible, horrible week full of the worst headaches I think I've ever had, and they were really just from sugar detoxing and a little bit of dehydration. So time went by, and I absolutely loved the way I felt on keto. I only ended up losing, I think, about 11 pounds in 3.5 to 4 months, maybe. One of my main motivations was to lose weight. I was still happy with the 11 pounds because I had so many other benefits from this new way I was eating. I didn't feel very restricted. I didn't find it very hard to stick to. In fact, I have stuck better to the keto diet than any other thing I think I've ever tried to do to lose weight or a new way of eating ever in my life. And I know a lot of times people say you have to just find what works for you, and I feel like keto really, really worked for me. Now, I will say, I do believe that the reason I didn't lose a lot of weight is because I wasn't being very good about doing healthy keto. I wasn't eating enough vegetables, I wasn't eating enough fiber, and I also wasn't working out at all. Fast forward a little bit, we went on our vacation this summer out west, and I decided, because I had stuck to keto so well and I was so happy with the results I had gotten, that when we went on our vacation, I was not going to restrict myself. I was going to attempt to do keto to the best of my ability without restricting myself from something I really wanted to eat. Since we ate out 3 meals a day, I was going to let myself eat whatever I wanted, and I did. So I would say I probably did maybe like 10% keto, I don't know, 15% keto on vacation, and that's okay. I wasn't worried about it. I Was surprised, however, because when I went off keto, I anticipated that I would blow up. I really did. You always hear about these low carb diets and people say, oh yeah, that's great, they lost some weight, but as soon as they stop eating that way, they're going to gain it all back and then some. And I believed that and believed that same way myself. When you eat carbohydrates, carbs are what actually hold onto that water in your body. I just assumed that as soon as I would eat a carb or 100, I would really blow up, that I would retain a ton of water, I would be very bloated, and I would immediately gain a couple pounds. We came home and I was the exact same weight as I was when I left, which was very surprising to me. We were gone for 8 days and I ate pretty much how I wanted for 8 full days, and I came back the exact same weight. So I decided at this time that I was going to attempt, instead of hopping right back on keto, I was going to attempt to eat a more balanced diet. Eat carbs more in moderation and really keep my sugar low. And that really didn't happen. Got back from vacation the very beginning of July, and I didn't eat keto all of July and all of August. It was probably almost a full 2 months that I was off keto, and slowly but surely that weight started creeping up. I think I only gained maybe about 4 pounds in those 2 months, which really isn't bad, and I honestly anticipated a lot more weight gain than that. But the problem was I could really start to feel myself becoming more and more lethargic and drained over time. When we first got back from vacation, I just thought it was a little bit of jet lag since we had traveled a full day to get home. And I really thought it was just, you know, getting back into a routine, and the summer was starting, and I kind of thought it would wear off, and it did a little bit. I did get a little bit more energetic, but over time, week after week, I would gain an extra half a pound and I would just start feeling terrible. I wasn't balancing anything. I wasn't working out like I had planned to do all summer long, and I really craved the way I felt on keto. I really wanted to feel that way again. I wanted to feel good like that again. I started feeling like I was getting sick. I kept feeling like I was fighting off a head cold or a sinus infection, and I didn't feel that way at all when I was on keto. So I'm now a week back in. I'm so happy to be back. I only lost 4.5 pounds this week. While I would love to lose another 10, maybe even 15 pounds, I really truly came back to keto because of the way I felt. My kids were getting ready to go back to school, and I knew I needed to be productive while they were in school. That's my time to work. I made a promise to myself that I was going to attempt to do all of my work while they were gone at school so that it can be family time in the evening and I'm not sitting on my computer all night. And I knew if I was still feeling so sluggish and run down, that when they went back to school, I wouldn't be productive. In fact, I'd probably end up falling asleep and taking a nap every day. As much as I love a good nap, that is just not a good use of my time. It's been a week back in. I lost 4.5 pounds. I'm down to 151. I would love to be at 140, 135, 140. I'm still not really doing healthy keto. I'm still kind of doing lazy keto. In fact, I don't even know that I'm in ketosis yet, but I do feel 100% better already. I feel that energy. The headaches were not as bad this time. Just a couple points about coming back to keto the second time. I was worried if I was going to go through as much sugar detox as I did the first time, if I was going to have those horrible headaches. I found it much easier the second time. I knew what to expect. I knew how much water my body needed. I knew the tricks to do to combat that headache if I felt it coming on. I didn't suffer near the amount of sugar detox this time, and I was able to recognize the benefit so much sooner the second time around, whereas the first time I did keto, I think I was always wondering, oh, is this a benefit from keto, or am I imagining this? Am I just making this up? And when I was considering whether or not to go back on keto, I was looking around and I couldn't find much information on what happens when you stop and start keto again. So I thought it was important to film this video and let you guys know that it's okay. If you fell off the wagon, if you messed up and you stopped keto and you're concerned about starting again, I actually think the second time around has been easier and I've enjoyed it even more than the first. If you love the way you feel on keto and you love the results you're getting from the keto lifestyle, give it another shot, and I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised with how you feel and how easy it is to get back into it the second time around. That's really all I have to share with you today, guys. I hope you found this video useful. If you also follow the keto lifestyle and you've been off and on, leave your tips down in the comments. Let me know how the second time around went for you, if you've had a similar experience, if you had a different experience. I love to watch keto videos and I love to see the benefits that other people get and get some different ideas. If you would like to see more keto videos on my channel, please leave it down in the comments. Let me know what topics you'd like me to share, whether you'd be interested in seeing some of the foods I eat on keto, or whether you'd be interested in seeing some more updates along the way. Let me know down in the comments. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you. Please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking the red subscribe button down below, and I'd love to have you back here again. Bye!